not all productivity is constructive. Even if you feel like you can get it done right now and you're pushing, sometimes it just makes more sense to not do it. Stick to 2 tasks a day. Just give yourself 2 tasks a day. I am so grateful for working remotely. It is the best thing ever. But there's a certain amount of self-discipline you need. Good morning and welcome to the first episode of my first Vlogmas. I'm nearing around my first year of YouTube, of sharing tips and tricks for creatives and artists, and I also did want to share my life. I've done vlogs in the past, but they never really had too much structure, so I felt like this was a really fun little challenge to get myself to that quantity over quality phase nearing the first year, and then in January I can kind of reflect back and look at what I like, what I don't like, what's easy, what's not easy, and kind of see how that content creation journey can continue in my creative career. During these 15 days, I'm going to share literally just my day-to-day life. And throughout it, I really want you to feel like you're co-working with me. I talk about body doubling and co-working a lot, and my friend Kat and I will sometimes just stay on FaceTime for the majority of the day if we feel like we need accountability or if we need friendship. It's just like if we were hanging out, but she's up in New Jersey and I am in South Carolina. So I want you to feel like you're just living in a day-to-day. I want you to see how I romanticize life. I want you to see how I'm working in my cozy girl job and some goals that I have too, because specifically today, like my goal is a lot of productivity and getting things done, but then throughout the rest of it, there will be some days where I'm like, I just want to relax, and sometimes I need to literally force myself to relax too. So I think this would be a very cute and fun way to share that with you guys. It's the morning time and I just fed the kitties, and I always like to check my garden. This is a hydroponic garden, and if you're interested in it, it is spelled Gardyn, and I will share a link to it in my description, and it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. As somebody who has a black thumb like I do, well, I thought I did, it's so cool to see literal seeds come to life. Like this was a seed, and now it's a pepper. And you can see these tomatoes growing. This is mint. Mint goes crazy. And we see like calendulas growing, sage. I'm loving like herbs and flowers. This is just a really pretty flower. And then you can see some little babies down here. Got some thyme, some sage, hibiscuses, and they're growing quite well too. I haven't seen this wheatgrass come up yet, but everything else looks like it's coming up. So maybe those just a late bloomer. Every morning there are like 3 main supplements that I always take that I found have been very helpful for my focus and for the most part for my calm. I find that I can get very anxious a lot, especially when I'm on meetings and stuff. I don't know why, but I just get so anxious. I feel like when I don't take certain supplements, I'm just sweating on meetings. I don't know why, and I'm saying things and I'm like, should I have said that? And I'm just second guessing everything. So I find personally that these help me a lot. So the first one is vitamin D3, and this is not a recommendation at all. Definitely talk to a holistic doc. So I personally take 4 of these. Like I do 10,000, especially in the winter months when I'm not getting a lot of sunlight. And they're gummy, which I love, and it makes me eat it more because it feels like candy. The second thing I will take is magnesium. And this is a little magnesium chew, and it's from Mega Food, and I will link all these below. It's magnesium citrate and malate. And I usually take this before I go to sleep as well, but I also find that during the day, it helps calm me down. The last thing I will take is L-theanine, and it's in this gummy. And it's very yummy. And it has L-theanine, GABA, ashwagandha, and I don't know what 5-HTP is. It also has chamomile and lemon balm, and D3. Maybe I'm overdoing the D3. I probably don't even have to take 10,000. Maybe I'll skip this for today. I just realized I've been taking 10,000. I've probably been taking more than I should. So I'm gonna skip this for today. Actually, let's see how life is today without L-theanine. I usually really like it. I could probably skip this D3 tomorrow and I could just take the L-theanine and magnesium. That's my morning protocol, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. It's 7:30 now. I'm gonna go to the gym I'm gonna work out, and my big goal for today is to just get, I have some like extraneous cozy girl job stuff with the SEO clients I have right now, and I just want to get that all tied up. Usually, so on Mondays, I send out to clients like their weekly deliverables, basically telling them like, this is what I did last week, here are any updates on your account, here are some wins that we can celebrate, some like analytics that we're excited about. Still can't believe that I've been taking too much vitamin D. I have a few extraneous blog posts and email updates to send out, and I have a video that I need to send out because I'm training someone. I just want to be very productive, but at the same time, there are days where I try to be really productive and I end up totally burning out. And that's what happened 2 weeks ago, where I was so productive during the day, but I really didn't give myself breaks. And then I couldn't look at that work. Like I tried to get like all my blog posts for the entire month done, and it kind of worked, but then I couldn't even look or think about it for the next week. And that actually made me less productive. So not all productivity is constructive. We can make ourselves feel really busy, or we can make ourselves feel like, let me put this all in one day, and it could actually make it harder for the future. Something that Tim Ferriss says is just stick to 2 tasks a day. Just give yourself 2 tasks a day. So for me, it's almost reverse psychology. Like if I tell myself I have to do 7 things in a day, I'll be like, no, I'm really overwhelmed. I'm not going to do that. But if I only give myself 2 things a day, I'll be like, oh, that's so easy. And then I could get this thing done today. I almost have to trick myself. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. Finish this one client's blog post and send out all of the weekly emails. That's it. If I get anything, and I also have to send a video. Okay, but those 2 last tasks are very mini. So if I can get those 2-ish, 3-ish, 2.5-ish tasks done today, that is it. That is a minimum I have to do today. So if I end the day and I'm like, I only did those things, I will be happy. However, I do need to write blog posts for Violet Gaze, and I need to do a bunch of other things. So if for some reason I'm able to get that done, that would be cool. But I am not putting pressure on myself to do that. I can definitely do it tomorrow. I fed the cats, I did my supplements, I did not take L-theanine because I took way too much vitamin D, apparently. And now I'm going to go to the gym and work out, because I think doing it as early as possible and just getting that done gives me more energy throughout the day. So we'll see you there. Static and I just like ran upstairs. We're like, okay, let's go take a shower. Let's get this day started. He's in the shower right now, and so I know that if I stay downstairs, then I'm not going to hear the shower go off, and I'm just going to schlep around. So I'm like, I'm going to be right outside, and as soon as you're done, like even just keep the shower on, I will go right in, because it's 10 o'clock and it's a little bit later than I would want. I'm going to see really quick if there's a flow club that I could sign him up for. Flow Club is a body doubling app. I've mentioned it before if you follow. It's really great for people with ADHD specifically, because sometimes, especially when you're working remotely or at home, it could be really hard to focus and hold yourself accountable. So what's great about this is that they have like check-ins and check-outs, and in the check-ins you just write everything down that you want to get done within that time block. Usually it's an hour and a half, sometimes it's 2 hours, 3 hours, there could be longer ones, there could be shorter ones, but generally he does like 1 hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm going to see really quick. I'm looking for like an 11 o'clock for him, because then he can just have time to take a shower and eat and whatnot. 60-minute chat only. I don't love that. He doesn't love the chat onlys. Those are just when you're not on camera. So I'm going to filter. Can I filter out themes? Let's see. Yeah, themes. We're going to do spoken, check-in during break, standard Pomodoro, no check-in during break. Okay, let's see. So these are just people who basically, I think it's either a volunteer, or if you're a part of Flow Club and you do a certain amount, and if you host a certain amount, you'll get half off. So there's people who will host ongoing. Once you've done a few, you can just host if you want. And hosting is really good accountability for people, because if they have to do stuff, then they're like, oh, I have to host the Flow Club and then I have to get stuff done. What is this? Let and look. Oh, I think he would love this one. So there's 2 at 11 o'clock. The 60-minute, that's cool. Bring your own music, getting set for the week, join me. Okay, that could be nice. Photographer. I just love seeing these little descriptions of the hosts. Sometimes he'll go on with the same host. Bean counter extraordinaire. What's that? Is that like toe beans? Okay, moving and grooving Monday vibes. Bring your own lyrics. I'm gonna do this. So on here, he can either do it now or he'll probably just do it later, where he'll fill in, clean the studio, do this, and he'll just keep adding goals. But I don't know what his goals are, so I'm just gonna save and close. And you can also change the calendar invite so it looks different on the calendar. But okay, I just signed him up for that one. So now I'm gonna see if I can get, I have a few emails that I can get done, so I'm gonna see if I can get those done really quickly. And I'm gonna sit in a straddle so I can stretch more. I sent this deliverables email to. 1, 2, 3. Why is this just the definition of my Monday right now? No! Why is this? I got stuff done! I got those emails done. I've been doing this thing where I've been trying to dress really like I'm going to work. Like I'm going to, I wouldn't say an office because I don't think that I was put on this planet to go to an office, but like going to see people. Because I work remotely, it is very easy to just be like, oh, let me wear the comfiest thing in my closet. Let me wear sweatpants and I usually wear t-shirts, but like sweatpants and a tank top or whatever it is. And actually this week I've been wanting to go to TJ Maxx and just look for some really good, really cute fall clothes. Just so I feel more put together, you know? That's something very difficult about working remotely. As much as, and listen, I want to say, like, I am so grateful for working remotely. It is the best thing ever as my cozy girl job. I would obviously want to do my creative career in person because then I can collaborate and that's what I would want to do in person. But for right now, the way that I get money, it's really nice to be able to work remotely. There's a certain amount of self-discipline you need because it could be really easy to kind of lean into the whole like, oh, well, I can work in my pajamas, so I'm going to do that. What's great about working remotely is if you're sick or if you're tired or if there's a day you just can't, then yeah, if you need to work in your pajamas, if that's the only way you can get things done, then that's great. But for the majority of the days, I like to really put myself together for the most part. And I'm telling you this as I'm about to put in like a hair thing for a little bit, which definitely does not make me look put together. But it at least, I'm doing my hair, and that's new. That's the little balance between, obviously, working remotely is great. It is awesome for so many reasons, especially if this isn't your dream job. You know, if you're working towards something else, but the means in which you're working remotely is getting you money. But I think it's very important to be intentional about how you treat it. I genuinely feel more productive if I am dressing like I'm seeing other people, like I'm put together. Again, I'm saying this as I'm putting in this crazy hair thing, but for some reason it kind of reminds me of wearing my hair in pigtails, so it almost feels like it's a hairstyle. I won't have this in all day. Everything else is going to be put together, and it just makes me feel like, okay, if I went through the trouble of getting myself all dressed, like I might as well use it to its advantage. If you get all dressed up and you just kind of want to go out because it just feels like you want to show it off, that's kind of how I feel. So as you pursue this cozy girl job of yours, in my case, it is as an SEO content writer with a few agencies and kind of working towards more freelance stuff, it is very, very helpful to just put yourself together, be a little bit more intentional. I don't usually do like my word of the year, but because a bunch of people were asking me, I said intentional, and I don't really feel like I attracted that until maybe last month, which is funny. If it takes an entire year to manifest, it's not like December 31st you want to attract that and then January 1st it automatically happens. So maybe it just took some time, but I feel like it's kind of coming true towards the end of the year. I'm definitely wanting to be more intentional about a lot of things. I've had my YouTube channel for about a year now, and I've been focusing on quantity. And now that I'm at that place where I can pretty much predict how to record my videos and how often I release them more or less, now I feel like this next year I want to focus a little bit more, really honing in on being intentional with it. It's just all coming to me. I mean, being intentional isn't a new concept, but especially when you're starting up something and you kind of just want to get it going, the first few times that you're doing it, the first year, the first few months, you want to just do it over and over again. It's like when you go to the gym, you're not going to look like the weightlifter who's been going to the gym for years. You're not going to have perfect form, but you go to the gym consistently every day because you want to start building up the muscle and the ability to perfect that form, really. So I actually got one of my tasks done already, sent all those emails. So really the only other thing I have to do today is just finish writing, I think, 2 blog articles for a client. And that's technically done. And again, I like this reverse psychology because it's kind of helping me be like, you don't have to do this. You know, if you only get 2 things done today, that is okay. But then my subconscious is kind of like, no, but I can get ahead. See, I mean, it almost looks like a hairstyle. You know, it's not like your hair is in rollers and it's obvious that you are setting it. But maybe I'll keep this in for an hour or something, and then maybe I'll just blow dry it because it usually takes some time to dry anyway. Forgot that I have like a training meeting, someone that I'm training at noon, and I said that I'd review something that they did, and I didn't, so I'm gonna go and do that right now, and I'm gonna record that video for them before we get on the call. I usually like doing recordings. I use this company called Loom. I like doing that, and it just alleviates meetings because I think meetings are so silly 99% of the time. Okay, so I told her to basically go into one of my clients and do some keyword research. I'm actually just gonna record this video right now so she can see my reaction video. Hi, I'm just looking through right now each of these, and I'm looking through the article titles. So I'm just gonna give you my initial feedback. You did such a great job. Love the article titles. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You did such a great job. Quick little video as my gut reaction, but this was amazing. I'm just gonna send her that link. Oh my gosh, these eggs are so done. It's not even funny. Oh, I wanted to make it scrambled, but I guess that's that. I have a little bit of extra time, so I'm just gonna go upstairs and blow dry the rest of my hair. I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes to blow dry my hair. And then whatever it is, I'll just take it out, and it will be what it is. Oh, it's still so wet. No! No! That worked really poorly. I'm very upset. Ugh, I think I just want to put it back. I thought it was going to be so dry. Darn. I guess it just really takes a while for this to dry. A trick that I will do sometimes if I know I just want to look nice, working remotely or in general, is I just do the front of my hair and I just let the back do its thing because it kind of just blends in at some point. I guess I can't blow dry it in that. I don't know. I have to figure that out. I've never done that, so that was kind of a trial and error. I'll just get on a Slack huddle. I'll just be like, we'll stay on the Slack huddle. It's just less pressure to be on camera all the time. Well, that was disappointing. But at least we tried. That was the first time I've ever tried that. I am not a hair person. Like, I'm not someone who does their hair, which is why I was very excited about the concept of this. But part of me is like, am I gonna spend half of my day in this thing? Okay, I'm about to get on this meal. Static made me a nice little smoothie. You know, I used to not love this, but looking in the background, it's kind of cool. This sun thing. Feng Shui principles say that spikes usually, I think, break up energy or do something that is not good. I'll bring my candle over. And I'm going to get on this meeting and I'm gonna have this on, but I'm not gonna turn on the camera. So I'm just gonna huddle her right now. Oh, I just got off of that call and it was like an hour. I had to move up here because Static was watching a movie downstairs because it's his off day. Lila's chilling. Lila! Were you on the meeting? She's so sweet. My initial response is like, let me just keep getting stuff done. But after a call this long, some people are on calls all day, so I probably sound very entitled. But after a 1 hour call, I am just like, I need time away from the computer. So I am physically shutting my computer. Wait, I don't have any meetings, right? I don't have any meetings. So really the only other thing I have to do today is write 2 blog articles for a client, but I just need to take a break right now. And I did get a comment on one of my YouTube videos, so I'm gonna check that. Hi. People are so nice. Makes my day getting comments and talking about creativity. So what should I do? I could watch Gilmore Girls. I could force myself to watch an episode of Gilmore Girls. I kind of want... I forgot I made cookies last night. I want a cookie. Right, Lila? Do I need a cookie? Yes, thank you. I should drink this first. I'm gonna get myself to finish the healthy thing before I have the cookie. And then we'll have a cookie. And then we'll do a little bit more work. And maybe I'll play a podcast or something. And then I'll start maybe editing this video. Who knows? If you guys watch any of like my educational videos, you might see this beaut of a vase. Oh, I put it in the background. I put it right here because this is where I film, right where Lila is. Thank you for demonstrating. And I always put this, well, I've been starting to put this in the background. It is part of the Natalie Letty collection. So original is $88. But then it was on like a 30% discount, but then it was on a 30% discount of that 30% discount. It ended up being however much that is, because I don't know math, but it was maybe, I don't know, $40, $50, I can't remember. But I just love it so much. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. I'm gonna finish my smoothie, and then I'm gonna reward myself with a cookie, and then maybe I'll do that work, and then I'll reward myself with another cookie afterward.
We don't care if it's only a dream. Nothing is really what it seems anyway. Now little by little.
I finished my Gilmore Girls episode and now I'm like, should I just wait for the cookie until I'm done with these blog articles?
You get fooled by anyone so easily. You say it's time.
I'm finally finished with the work. It literally didn't even take an hour. It took like 50 minutes, but you know, sometimes when you have work that you don't want to do, it just feels like it's so big. So I'm just so glad that I'm done with that. So now I'm basically done. Yes. Okay. You got an hour and a half. It's not time for food yet. I probably am gonna go in and just look at this video. I bought like a Pinterest kind of audit and setup. And so I had some questions about it and she sent me back a Loom video. So I'm gonna look that over. I mean, it's 3:30, so I'll probably just hang out. I could probably get to blog writing tomorrow. Like my productive brain wants me to get to blog writing right now. But I'm gonna be burnt out. This is the thing, like even if you feel like you can get it done right now and you're pushing, sometimes it just makes more sense to not do it, because I know if I do it now, I'm gonna be up writing for several hours. I'm not going to feel like I have a break, and then tomorrow I'm going to be exhausted and I'm not going to have the energy. And usually I can really only work between the hours of like 9, even earlier, sometimes like 5 or 6, until maybe 1 o'clock, and then that 3 o'clock time hits, and then I don't want to do anything other than Violet Gaze stuff or songwriting or whatever, sometimes nothing. I'm going to watch this video, I'm going to do a few little tasks, but other than that, I'm not going to force myself to overwork. I can get the blogs done tomorrow, and what's great about it is that she's helping me basically with Pinterest. Pinterest and blogs work hand in hand, so once I watch this video, I'll be really super clear on the blogs. I'll have the night to kind of just absorb that information, and then tomorrow I can get to it early in the morning, and I don't have to, I did the majority of my Cozy Girl work today for the rest of the week, and it's Monday at 3:30, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, we love when we forgot about a due date and then had to do even more work after I thought I was done. I'm actually finishing up right now some social media captions that I totally forgot to write. But I'm almost done with it, and these cats are like, oh my gosh, we need food right now. I was totally expecting that last section to be the end, but thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully got some inspiration for you on how to break up your days and be productive and just romanticize it, even with lighting candles and breaking up your day with a show that you love, or dressing nicely in the morning. These little things can really, really shape the rest of your day and your experience in your Cozy Girl job or building your creative career as a whole. If you're not subscribed already and want to join the Violet Gaze fam, then feel free to hit subscribe. So glad that you were here either way. And as always, stay inspired, stay creative, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Are you a creative who is triggered by anything mainstream, wanting to reject anything that is super popular? I know a few months ago I was feeling this way because I wanted to be so obscure and abstract. If we are creatives, wouldn't it be a dream of ours to be mainstream? Wouldn't that be amazing for so much of the population to appreciate our work? So if we're putting that karma into the universe, wanting to reject things that are super mainstream without giving them a chance, think about the karma that it's bringing back to us in our creative careers. Go see Wicked. Love Taylor Swift. Lean into things that you love, especially if they seem mainstream and popular. No pun intended. Do the things that maybe other creatives would consider super cheesy and predictable, because we are here to support other artists, to put good karma into the world, to give to other artists, because we know that what we give comes back to us. More tips from your fairy best friend in creativity? Give me a follow.